Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
So I'm just going to go through, you've obviously got your 6 projects across the piece, and you've had a number of highlights across this year in 2017. I'm just going to go through each project very, very briefly, one by one. I just wonder if you could give us a brief update of your own personal highlights and where that particular project is going. So I'm going to start with Paterson, if that's okay.
Sure. Look, Paterson is a great project. I mean, we are very pleased with the way that's shaping up. It's there was an announcement actually out from Antippa today. They've taken more land, but potentially more significantly, Rio's taken a lot more land out in the Paterson region. So they seem to be making a statement out there. We believe we've identified a new IOCG district out there. It's potentially one of those IECGs. Certainly, our confidence in that was boosted when we saw the latest MMI results, which had uranium and rare earths in them. And then, also on top of that, we've been able to acquire for a very reasonable price the Black Hills Gold project, which is, a project with Telfer-style mineralisation that, could be a really great project next year as well. So that's really shaping up really well. And there are not many players out in that region, so we're amongst the select few out there.
So I'll swiftly move on to another project we've not heard a lot about recently, so Bromus.
Yeah, look, Bromus, so we had a theory about potential nickel sulfide mineralisation there. That theory wasn't proven in the drilling, so we're now looking at some other different aspects on that project, and we'll make more announcements to market when our plans come through on that.
Okay. Firetower?
Yeah, look, Firetower is another key project for us. We know there's high-grade gold mineralisation there. We suspect that high-grade gold mineralisation, there's significant strike of that. And again, we'll be talking to the market more about that next year.
And your other Tasmania project, Warrentinna.
Yeah, look, Warrentinna is a good project. Again, demonstrated high-grade gold mineralisation. It's probably not as a higher priority for us as Firetower. Because we believe the potential at Firetower is really significant. But again, hope to be saying more about that next year.
And last but not least, obviously we can't go without mentioning Ernest Giles.
Yeah, well, I mean, what a great year for that project. I was just saying to Callum the other day, when I think back where we were just over a year ago, we had this land holding with, only 2 or 3 drills holes in it. We really didn't know that much about it. Over the past year, we had a very successful wide-space drilling campaign identifying those 2 large zones of gold mineralisation. That encouraged what I believe is now going to be the world's largest gold producer, Newmont, to come in, strike an agreement with us whereby they basically, applied their own proprietary technology all at their own expense on their ground. And look, it's been a great year for that project. I mean, and what a project. I mean, that and the Paterson project, I mean, they are, my feeling is that they are world-class projects. I mean, they're great projects.
And just the very last question from us, you've got all this cash still. Are you still, looking at acquisitions, and have you made any progress, if so?
Well, look, I mean, you raised another good point, John, in terms of year in review. I mean, it's been a fantastic year in terms of the finances of the company. We've gotten from having, if you look back 18 months ago, fairly limited cash on the balance sheet to now in a position where we're well over £4 million in cash, able to fully fund our programs for 2 years, even with a high spending rate. So that's great. Look, in terms of acquisitions, obviously, I can't say anything until deals are done, but we are always actively reviewing opportunities. But I got to say, John, we've got some great opportunities in our own stables, so it's going to be a high bar for things to be better than the things that we're already working on.
Okay, Gervaise. Well, it's been a great 2017 for Greatland Gold, and we look to see more of the same in 2018. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, John, and Merry Christmas.
So that's Gervaise Heddle, CEO of Greatland Gold PLC, ticker GGP on AIM.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.